G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's start by looking at the markets today. So we can see that the market cap's at 2.7 trillion, very similar to yesterday. Again, the volume's dropped a bit, it's at 85 billion. Bitcoin dominance still sitting around that 61 mark. Bitcoin again is sitting around 84k. Predominantly green for the last 24 hours if we look at the top 100, which is good to see. But again, this is going to continue to play out. We've got Solana's 13% for the week. I mean, we're still seeing on the weeklies that some of these have been looking good. The 24 hour, yeah, there's a bit of green there. Hyperliquid's back up again, but it did drop a bit yesterday. We do have what else has been moving? Not a lot. We're top 50. Let's see what's happening from 50 to 100. Render 2%. Casper at 1.6. You know, slow and steady. And what else we got? Jupiter 1.8. Quant 1.8. So they're nothing's shooting the lights out. Fartcoin. Bloody hell, it's going to be hanging around, isn't it? Pardon the pun. 5%. Yeah, so nothing too drastic in the markets today, really. If we go and have a look at the top gainers, let's have a look what we've got here. Stratus 90%. Maneki, it's good to see Maneki going again. It's one of the memes there. So it was on this side yesterday as well, which was good. Day before it was on the other side. So as we know, there's a lot of volatility in this market. So yes, not much else there really. Crypto bubbles. More green than red, so that's always good. Mantra's still down. What's that? 11% on the 24 hour. Render's green. Solana green. Yeah, it's a bit more green than red today, which is great to see. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. PopCat, we've got a few of the memes are doing a bit stronger today, which is good to see for all you meme investors, the fellow degens out there. A lot of green here. Still well for the month too, isn't it? I don't know if any of you guys use this section down here. I quite like this section when I am, well, during the bear market when I was looking at different tokens and looking for opportunities. I'd often use this section just to have a look at, like, you know, you'll see pumps all the time. Were they recently launched is always a good one. Like this one here is launched. It's been red ever since the launch. Green, then you'll see, you know, one red. Is it an odd month? It just sort of gives you that trend, and I do like looking at the trends of things. Some people might like looking at the chart, which I do, but also this is quite a good reference. A lot of people might go into crypto bubbles and they only ever see this top section and don't actually go down and look at this section down here. Tells you the exchanges, you know, over here where you can trade it and things. It's got your price, your market cap, your volume, all the normal stuff. But this section in here is what I really like. What else we seeing here? bit of a mix as we go further down the charts. There's a bit of a mix. There's your Maneki there, Slurf. What else we got floating around here? Benji was been spoken about a while ago. Samo. There's a lot of the Bobo, a lot of the the memes that everyone was talking about last year. It's going to be interesting to see how they do go. I'm definitely interested to see how the memes go. What's going to be, as we move further into this cycle. I mentioned it before. What are the narratives? The key narratives are going to be? Are they going to be layer ones? Are they going to be meme coins? Are they going to be gaming? RWAs, DPIN, things like that. So. I like to hedge my bets. I've got a foot in all of those camps. Generally stronger tokens, obviously memes. Like everyone, there's only so much research you can do on a meme. It's got no utility. It's really just hype and the community, and you take it for what it is. You know the risk when you buy them. It's a gamble. Some people bet on the footy. Some people go down, bet on the horses. Some people bet on crypto memes. As long as you know what you're doing and you accept that risk, knowing full well what you're getting yourself in for, then I don't see a problem with it. Let's look at the fear and greed index for today. So, fear still pretty much in line with yesterday. Down from last week, and if we look month on month, again, both were in the fear range. So we'll see how that moves over the next, few weeks. Especially as we move through May, is it going to be a selling May and go away, or do we think people will actually hang around, and they're really, really looking a bit more longer term towards maybe the September, October, November period to see what's happening with this market? Like, if we look back at it's playing out a bit more like the 17 to a degree. That had the ramp up, and the one before at the back end of the year. The last one was in 21 was quite different. It had the double top, if you like. It had that real downturn in the middle of the year, and I don't think we're going to get that the same this time around. Time will tell, obviously. And like most, I don't believe we're in a bear market at the moment. I don't feel like that's where we are. But either way, by the back end of this year, we'll definitely know, right, one way or the other, because often the bottom of the bear is around 12 months from the peak of the cycle. So if our peak was, let's say it was that earlier period, Bitcoin at 108K, then we'll know where we are by the end of this year, definitely, if we haven't seen those moves that we're expecting. But as I said, I don't feel like that's going to be the situation. The news: Trump's tariffs highly likely to cause inflation, Fed Chair Powell says. This one is everything Trump does at the moment is impacting the markets. Will the tariff hikes cause inflation? I guess what they're saying is everything's going to be more expensive because of the tariffs, and that will depend on people if they're going to buy those, or they're going to look for more homegrown stuff. Again, some of the stuff that's being imported isn't available through American suppliers or manufacturers, so it's definitely a long play. But in the short term, you could definitely see some inflation off the back of that. Okay, so this one here, the SEC has concluded their review, which is good news. It's concluded its review. Coinbase has formed 10K, which represents annual financial statements for fiscal years. They'll need to continue to maintain accurate disclosures. I mean, that makes sense, obviously. Coinbase received regulatory approval for another significant win in early 25. The SEC has shown more permissive attitude since President Trump took office, holding numerous investigations and prosecutions. I mean, all this stuff is obviously positive for the market in general. On the share price reflects broader challenges in the market. I mean, that's obvious as well. There's no different to other exchanges, stock exchange, like exchanges that do stocks and that when the market's full. There's generally a lot less trading. OpenAI launches its social network, the new frontier of data war. This will be interesting to see how this plays out. I mean, AI is just such a game changer. Whether you're looking at ChatGPT, which everyone's heard of and has at least tried, I would say. Whether you're looking at InVideo for content creators, where you can just put a script in and it can produce a video for you that you can go through and edit, and it's amazing, like where we are and where we've moved in the last 12 months to where we'll be. You'd think 5 years from now, it's just going to be astounding. And there are so many jobs that are going to be impacted by AI and just the things it can do. It's astounding. From the bits I've seen and I've played around with, it's really, really impressive. We'll finish off on Mantra. So yeah, the CEO burnt 900 million or something of tokens, I think it was, after the price crashed 90%, so it rebounded 35. I mean, when they say it rebounds 35, it's not rebounding. It's 35% from where it fell to. So obviously, it hasn't regained a third of the 90% drop. If it dropped, if it was 100 and dropped 90, it'd be down to 10. And if it gains 35, it's at 13.50. It's not back up, the $30. So I wouldn't take it to 40, if you know what I mean. It's I just hope people are clear when they read some of these things that they understand what that means. Okay, and on that note, we'll leave it there today. Appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow.